Great. All right, let's start at the beginning. Three of Cups upside down. So it does look like you may be running a little thin on projects, or that you have your plate full. That's what I should say. Sorry. You should have your plate full. The Three of Cups, it's usually when you're processing something, you're collecting information. This is upside down. So it does look like you've got all the information that you need to progress into those wonderful creations, those ideas. Cups are emotions, and it does feel like you might be a little out of balance emotionally. You may be hibernating a little bit, and the Three of Cups is kind of asking us to come out of ourselves, put a little motion behind our ideas, and kind of join in on things. It's upside down, so it does feel like you might be isolated a little bit. You might be in your head a little bit more than you normally are. Scorpios, you run from the heart, you run from the emotions. So this does feel like hibernation a little bit, getting things straight. Can be isolating. And for some of you, it may mean some kind of sadness or depression. But for the most part, it's there to remind us to process and then get out of it. Come out into the light. You are needed. The Queen of Cups. This is most likely it's you, Scorpio. Cups are emotions. Cups are water signs. If it is not you, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, this is crossing this. So it does feel like this represents you. It doesn't mean male or female. But it does feel that your kindness and your creativity, your visionary and your psychicness, your creative endeavors need a little wind behind your sails. So it does look like you're hiding a little bit. Come out of the cave. Your wisdom is needed. It does feel like that you might have been pulled in many different directions over the last couple of months, and you're just like taking it all in, rejuvenating a little bit. Don't stay in that cave too long, Scorpio. It looks like Queen of Cups is here, so your wisdom is necessary. And this also can be a visionary card, so it may be that you're being asked to teach or to mentor or to aid your knowledge in some project is what it's feeling like. What is above you is the Tower. This is lessons through destructions. This is feeling like Spirit is sending me a big old message to not go back. If you have two roads ahead of you and one is going back to something and one is going forward, take the new road, the unknown road to the forward motion things, the new ideas, new connections, could even be a new job. But this lessons through destruction, this is a lot of times when we make the same mistakes over and over again, or trust someone we know is not trustworthy. So if it's usually a repeat of a lesson that you've already learned. So if you already know that someone is deceitful, manipulative, you don't need to give them a second, third, or fourth chance. So this is just to remind you, don't go back in the past. Things still pretty much, it looks like, are the same back there. So have your focus going forward, more productive things in the future for you. Strength is here. It is on the side of this upside down Three of Cups. So you may have to call on your own personal strength to break some of these traditional hibernation patterns that Scorpio has. You are needed out in the world. Your strength is needed out in the world, as well as your wisdom. So there may have been some big decisions that you had to make, or something that took some incredible strength of will for you to process. This can even mean a death. This can mean a big sudden change from the past. And that you're still kind of reeling from that. So gather your strength, march forward, make those decisions that go forward. And I noticed that even the lion is facing forward here. So make those choices that progress you into your greatness. No do-overs. No do-overs. We had 5 months of do-overs to clean up things, and now it's time to refocus towards our future. So the strength, Spirit may be calling on your strength for yourself as well as others. So the Queen of Wands is up here, is upside down. Usually the Queen of Wands is really about a socially prominent person. It can be in a fire sign. It is upside down, so you may be having a little disagreement with a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, or your Leo, Sagittarius, Aries person may need your strength, may need your vision. In general, the interpretation of an upside down Queen of Wands is can be demanding, controlling, or manipulative. So this can be a demanding, controlling, manipulative person. It is right below this tower. So it is something that you have already dealt with in the past. This feels like more of the same. So you may need to set some very clear boundaries with a fire sign that is not listening. It does look like it is in the present time right now. So it is happening right now. Or whenever you read this or listen to this reading. You know, we always get the information exactly when we need it, whether it is for that month or the next month. Whenever you tune in is when you need this information, Scorpio. So it does feel like that Queen of Wands is kind of pulling on you a little bit, and you may have to set some clear boundaries. They may need some help as well. It might be the opposite of that. They may need some help and not asking you for it. So it does require some strength of character on your part. And for many of you, not all of you, many of you Scorpios, this Queen of Wands may be someone that is challenging for you, that you need to kind of set straight, set some boundaries, and, you know, sink or swim type of thing. The Six of Wands is here. This does look like you have some great ideas coming down from the heavens. It does feel like this flag is lighting up for me. So it feels like one project is kind of heralding your attention. It does feel like you've spread yourself a little thin, that you may be trying to do too many things. If you can refocus on just one thing to completion, it does feel like that will propel you a little bit quicker into that forward motion. You may need to sit with this idea for a moment till you are able to complete it, or just isolate that thought. It does look like there might be too many things on your plate, or too many things in your awareness. Sometimes, especially for water signs, if you get too much on your plate, you just float a little bit until one presents itself. Sometimes that doesn't work so well, but it does feel like that technique may work for you a little bit, kind of floating, seeing how things present, and just minimizing your focus to one of these projects will help you not be so overwhelmed with all the things. And half of these things feel like they're not your projects to begin with. You might have picked up something that someone put down. So take a look at what is most beneficial for you to complete right now. Moving forward is the Four of Cups, and it does feel like this is part of that isolation again. Just kind of taking things in. You may have been a little overwhelmed over the last couple of months with all this spiritual work we've had to do. And, you know, Scorpio or water signs are very, very psychic, very, very intuitive. Sometimes it gets kind of jumbled up inside of not knowing what is yours and what is not. So it does look like you are taking a little respite, a little chance to just figure things out. But make sure you're not isolating and hiding away from good stuff too. Don't spend too much time on that isolation. But the Four of Cups can also mean that you were a little bit disappointed in something that didn't go your way in the past. So it does look like there is some disappointment that you are working through, and it does feel like a little loneliness, So shake that off, get out if you can, get some sunshine on your face before the winter comes, and engage with others that will help very social Scorpio to kind of move past this disappointment that's in your space. And it could be a sadness over the passing or a death of a person as well. We have had a lot of transition, a lot of birth and death over the last couple of months. So this may be kind of a little remnants of the passing of someone that was dear to you. Moving forward, we have the Judgment card upside down. And for the most part, Judgment upside down can be a very good thing. You are not sitting in judgment of others. You're not sitting in judgment of yourself. This does feel like it is reflecting a new place for you, a place of understanding, of relinquishing control, of allowing the mysteries to unfold to you instead of actively looking for them or trying to manipulate situations. So it does look like you have done an awful lot of work on yourself, sweet Scorpio, over the last couple of months, and now you're reaping the rewards of being neutral and not taking things personally and not making it your own personal quest to fix other people's lessons. So it does feel like it's an aha moment, that you got it, and that you're being kinder to yourself spiritually as well as others. The next one is the Two of Cups. This can be a love card. This can be the soulmate card. But it does feel like that you're becoming more and more in balance in your love space. You might have taken a break from it. You may have redone your current relationship, or if you are in relationship, but this does feel like you have taken a step up in your heart space, whether you're in relationship or let go of one, or revamping one that you are currently in. It does feel like some aha moments have happened over your love space. It does feel like you might have been a bit lonely in that love space, whether you were with a partner or not. It does not mean you can't be lonely within a partnership, but it does feel like you've taken a step into some happiness. And if you aren't in a relationship currently, being open and ready to receive your next step in that love space. So pay attention a little bit. It is also underneath the Ace of Pentacles. And the Ace of Pentacles is bringing physical things into, it's bringing physical things manifested into the physical plane. So this Two of Cups, it is right next to the outcome. So it does feel like you're really ready to take a step into a new love space, whether you're with a partner, without one, or being ready for a partner. It does look like you've done a lot of work on yourself, and you're ready to attract that person that's done the work on themselves. So it's a little bit more equally. And also within a relationship, it does feel like partnerships have been worked on. So you are a little more equally, or you've taken a step up in that relationship space. So the Ace of Pentacles is here. Aces are hands of God. Pentacles are earth signs, action, material things. And this is in the culmination place, so that's a very good place. Usually means success in money, prosperity, new ideas, or even laying the groundwork for new ideas, taking those ideas and manifesting them into the physical realm. For many of you, Scorpio, it can mean getting your money stuff together. Could be a new job. You have an Ace of Pentacles right next to an Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands are action, new beginning, going for it. Beginnings of enterprises, creativity also can be attracting money. So you may be getting your money self together right in time for the holidays. Yay! But for the most part, with these two aces here, it tells me that things are moving in the right direction, Scorpio, and that you're being rewarded for all that hard work and the really difficult things you've had to look at. The Eight of Wands is here on the other side. That's also like manifestation, great ideas, things coming down from the heavens to manifest into the physical world. So you've got a number of those. You have a number of releasing the past, being strong, stepping into your greatness, past all the challenges. So it does look like this month and probably till the end of the year, Scorpio, is going to be an easier road for you. It has been quite tremendous over the last 5 months. With all these planets going backwards, especially Pluto with it, which is the home planet. Okay, that is your general reading, Scorpio. I'm going to throw a couple of these chakra cards. Guilt. Okay, there is no place in the world for guilt. It is a useless emotion and it just keeps you from growing. So if there's something that you're feeling guilty for, I suggest you take a look at it, forgive yourself, realize that everything in this world we learn from. There is no place in the world for guilt. Even if you have done the same thing over and over again, it's time to change that pattern. And it looks like you have made a huge commitment to making those changes and being the best version of yourself. So guilt is here to remind you to let it go. Also vanity. You got to take the ego out of things in order to help people, in order to aid in your strength, in your vision. And judgment, there's no place for vanity and ego when judgment is upside down. So these look like the lessons that you have released is vanity and guilt. So congratulations, Scorpio, on making those changes, making the difference in your world and others. And that is your reading for the month of October.